Hello and welcome to another video. Today I am going to run from Carlisle right down to Preston, non-stop, on as much speed as I can get. I'm using what I call my gizzard of Bob. This is the Avanti Class 390. It's an electric, and I'll just show you from a distance. This is what it looks like. It's 99 coaches long and it's absolutely huge, but it's fast, and I mean fast. Earlier on I had it running at 144 miles an hour and it was still going without putting on the dead man brake, which is a safety system. That safety system is designed to stop the train in case anything has happened to the driver medically wise. So we shall carry on. We'll get started. I'll just start it up. To start it up, you turn this, that's the master key. You then click this, put it in forward. That triggers this alarm. You press this button like that, and then you do the lights. I want it in day running. It's really awkward to get it ready. And you have to do that again, because that comes on again then when you trigger the lights, you see. And then you put this to brighten the lights. You push that to shut it up. And then these are your controls. I'm not setting the speed because I just want it to go fast. I don't need to use the snow brake. That's the accelerator and the brake. That's the AWS, which is a speed thing. This is the horn. I'm not using that. They're the cab lights. I'm going to put the cab lights on. Even though there's no tunnel, very often I use the cab lights. That just lights up that pad there. Right, I'm setting this to where I'm going now. Set the route. Excuse my cough. You will hear me cough during the video. I can't help that, I'm afraid. I have a chest problem. Or should I say it's a lung problem actually, but you know, it is what it is. It's life. I'm going to stop actually at Preston Postal Station. But I'm just going to park here on that junction there. Right, there will be red lights. I do have birds in my house, so if you hear canaries, please just excuse them. We'll get on top of the train. I know some of you like me doing drone mode, so I'll be doing that during the journey, but I won't be going slow. I don't worry about speed in free mode. The only time I'll be slowing down is for the points. And even then, if I think it's safe and the points aren't sharp, I won't even slow down. Meanwhile, I'll just continue with what I'm doing. You won't hear me talking all the time. If I do that, you can't enjoy the full video. are a few red lights to stop at the start. But once we get past Carlisle station, we should be okay. Sometimes it changes just as you reach the red light. So I'm hoping that's the case today. Sorry about my cough. This light usually changes when I get to about 300 or 400 feet away from it. See, if I pull up at the light, I have to contact the signalman. But if I go slow advancing towards the light, it'll change before I get there. I don't know if any of you play Train Sim 5. A lot of people I know have got Train Sim 6, but I'm not bothering with that. Because from what I've heard, it's just an upgrade for a number. And I don't fall for tricks like that. There we go. Got the all clear to go. signalman's further down the track. This is on the West Coast Main Line, by the way. This is the track to Glasgow from London. Now approaching Carlisle station. That red light should disappear, so ignore that. Have you ever been here? I've never been at Carlisle station, so I don't know. Excuse me, a couple. I've never actually been to Carlisle station, so I don't know what it's like. I've been to Carlisle town, because I used to work in up and down from Carlisle a long time ago when I was a mobile carer. It's been a long time. I'm talking 40 years. I haven't been since then. A long time that. Check how we're doing, so a quick scan to the map, pull out, that's the back end of the train. It's ridiculous, isn't it, this train? There it is, look, there's the back end, and that's doing down fine splendid. If you like the colours on this engine, if you really like the colours on this train, if you're a train sim player, you can go to the formation and you can actually get and download the livery for this. You know, all the colours, because it's all in there. So if you want a train like that, it doesn't have to be the Avanti either. It'll go on, you know, other trains. You can just download it. It's completely free to download it. They do ask for, I think it's a subscription to the person who designed it. Well, I didn't design it, my nephew designed it, but you'd have to just subscribe to my account, well, to whatever it is they have in their formation thing anyway. You subscribe to that and you can use the livery. I've got a lot on there. I've got about 14 liveries on it, actually. I've got some nice looking trains. I need to check we're off them points, so bear with me. Oh, we're coming through the back end of the station now. Right, it'll be safe to wind you up, and here we go. We'll be in Preston before you know it. 78 miles. Just sit back and enjoy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to raise up and then we can enjoy the countryside. As you can see, there's plenty to see. I'll just keep the camera aiming forward and you can enjoy it. There's a few sights to see as we go along. Right, enjoy the journey. He's all tattered and ready. I'll shut him up a minute. He likes to sing at this time of night. Well, it's not night, it's only 7 o'clock. He likes to sing because it's coming up his evening chorus. And it sounds like a park in my house when he starts. The other one, very quiet, barely hearing most of the time during the day. Because they're both males, I have to keep them in separate cages. Because the younger one, I don't know if you know this, canaries in the wild, when you get to a certain age, the younger canaries tend to kill the elder ones. You know, so they can't be taking females. So anyway, he attacked tailor bites. And start pulling his feathers out with there, so I had to separate him. He's already tattered and torn. He is 9 years old, as I said. No, he's not a bird. He's very gentle, no problem at all. He doesn't pet you or anything. And you can pick him up, he'll just sit there in your hand. He's not pushed. Countryside lovely. How quiet it is and peaceful. I actually like living in the country, even though I live in a town. I like living in the country. I find it very relaxing. When I'm driving past the 130, because train does do a lot faster. I had it to 144 this afternoon, but it was just before it shut down for the safety feature. It shuts down once it gets to a certain speed. mostly uphill till we reach Shap Summit, and then it drops down pretty quick. I don't know about you, but it's been a lovely day here today. Sun's out and it's really warm. Not overly warm, it's just nice, about 17 degrees, 17, 18 degrees. It's nice and cold at that rate. It's when it gets too hot. When I say too hot, I'm talking of that 25 and up. Makes it a bit uncomfortable for me. That's giving me lungs. Yeah, it doesn't help. Let's have a look what it's like inside the cab, eh? You might like this, you might not. This train is a tilter, what we call a tilter. It's a HST. 125 miles an hour max usually. These do a little bit more. If you pick up one of these, you're really comfortable. They are very comfortable. I believe they're changing them actually. They've got some new ones from what I've heard. On the giant wiggly rabbit, of course. You might know it. We call it the giant wiggly rabbit. It's actually Great Western Railways. They have on their trains GWR. Me and my nephew, being as daft as we are, we call it giant wiggly rabbit. Just so you know. Yeah, me and my nephew, we like to have a laugh. And we make things up ourselves. We have a good laugh. When we go anywhere, we're always together, me and my nephew. We have some great fun. There's no harm in having a bit of fun, you know. There's no else to do. I mean, I'm getting on. And, he's half my age, my nephew. Wouldn't have him any other way. I retired last year. Thankfully. I did a lot of I only had about 7 jobs my whole life. Never got fired from any of them. Never. So we're doing all right. Some good time actually. This journey is usually about an hour. I did it earlier today, but I went on live stream, but it didn't work out very well. When I say didn't work out very well, with trolls and stuff like that, you know, it becomes annoying. They wreck the video sometimes. What can you do? But I said to my nephew, I'll never go live again now. Because I don't need it. You know, not at my age, I don't need it. Coming up, whether it moves, there we go, it's gone on. It'll shift again when we reach it again. I might pull up and show you Shap when we come to it. Let's get out of them ways. Again. That was the M6 we just passed. Down into the Lake District now. Once we get over Shap, we'll be in the Lake District proper. I don't know if you've ever been any of the lakes. Lake District's lovely, really is nice. I used to take my dog to Preston water. And when I was working doing mobile care, she used to come with me in the car. And she used to clear the front seat, and anybody else couldn't sit in that seat. That was her seat. Even if I took friends or family in the car with me, she was always in the front seat. She wouldn't let anybody in. She was adamant that was her place. She used to do a lovely good sleep. Right, we're coming up to Shap now, so I want to show you a little sign at Shap. It's not a very big one, so we won't be there very long. I'll just pull up and I'll show it you. It says on it Shap Summit, and it's only a little sign, it's not really big at all. Can you see on the where it says the speed limit? You see the bar underneath where it shows you the speed restrictions, where it says distance. There's a little red box there just before the 105. That little red box shows you where the sign is for Shap Summit. I'm approaching it now. Now, I don't want to go past it because it's only small. There you go. Now if you're ever on that train, you're ever on this train and you're going between Carlisle and Lancaster or Carnforth or Oxenholme, you'll see that if you look out the window, although you might not, because the trains go through here at 100 miles an hour. It might be just a blur. But you know, if you've never seen it or you've been on the train and never even noticed it, now you've seen the sign yourself. And that's all it looks like. That's just what it looks like. I've never been on the train up here myself, I've only ever driven it on here, but I know it's there. I'm going to go one day up to Carlisle on the train. Be a nice ride out for a day, that. We've got 50 miles to go, so we better get our foot down now. We soon will once we get up here. Once we're down, now we're going down from Scott. That 50 miles will disappear, I'm telling you. Stations, one coming down. One at sidings. I can keep track to see once I know where I am. That's Oxenholme, I'm sure it is. It is, that's Oxenholme. That's the next station, as far as I know. And then you've got Carnforth, which is here. And then the next station at Carnforth is Lancaster, which is there. And then from then you're straight to Preston. So we're not that far away, we're doing alright. We'll be approaching Penrith shortly. Right, I need to pull that down a bit because we're going to cut out otherwise and we'll go straight to a red light and we can't go. We can, but it will put the emergency brake on and we don't want to do that. These hills, lovely, isn't it? Great view. And you know it looks just like that. It really does. I've driven up there a few times and it's identical to what they've got on here. Lovely in the summer, terrible in the winter. Always really bad. I once went to, I took my sister and brother-in-law up to Glasgow so they could spend New Year with his parents. And we went up, I drove up Christmas Eve, I come back Christmas Eve. They went up for Christmas and New Year. Anyway, I took them up there. Oh my word, it was a nightmare. We had to pull into shop services because it had snowed so much. We had the snow ploughs out, and we had 5 of them across the motorway, clearing the whole road in one go. And we were stuck behind these snow ploughs. It took us nearly 3 hours to get from Shap to Glasgow, and then I drove back at 12 in the morning. After midnight I drove back. We got there around, I think it was about 11:30, so no, it was earlier than that, it was about 10:30. And I stayed an hour and a half. I didn't really get on well with his parents, his brother-in-law's parents. And I stayed till about 12 o'clock, so just after. And then I said, right, I said goodbye, just a Merry Christmas, and then I left. And I didn't get back home. I was living in Manchester at the time, and I didn't get back home till nearly 7 o'clock in the morning. Christmas morning. Luckily I wasn't in work that day, so it wasn't so bad. I had to work a lot Christmas Day. I didn't mind working Christmas. Working's alright. Depends what you're doing, you see. Yeah, it's not so bad working Christmas Day, depending on what kind of a job you've got. It didn't bother me. Being a single person, it's never bothered me. I used to take the extra days off in the year instead of taking the extra pay. I used to take the extra days because they give you 3 days for working Christmas Day. We used to do, I don't know what they do now, it's been 30 plus years since I worked in the fair. But it's, yeah, I don't mind that, you know. Now I have a chair on myself, which is obviously my napkin, but you know, when you get to one time, just put a check on it. We'll soon be at auction home. Just have a quick scan on the map. That's auction home junction there. Oh, we're not that far away, look. We're doing alright. Auction home, Carlisle, Lancaster, Preston. And we're on 43 minutes. We've got 40 miles to go. I'll try and get that down as quick as I can. I'm hoping to get in under the hour, but it's not always easy. You can't always, I mean, in real time, you're looking at, 3-4 hours from Carlisle to Preston. And train sometimes you're looking at about an hour and a quarter. But I don't stick to the speed limit in this train, so and I'm always looking to try and break records online, my own records personally. I have another one now, another little thing that I'm trying to do is I like to run the Hatfields in Glossop to Manchester Piccadilly with no, that's Oxford Home Station, with no engine, just with the engine turned off, because it's all downhill all the way. I don't know if anybody who know this. Manchester sits in a bowl. It's surrounded by hills and it's in the middle of the station. So every train going into Manchester is on a downhill gradient. So any line that's going to Piccadilly comes on, you can run it on gravity only. And it gets you surprised how fast that train can get up to. Even this, past Ashbury Station, Ashbury used to be near a place called Bellevue. If you're like my age or just, 50-ish, you remember Bellevue in Manchester if you ever went. Ashbury's railway station it used to be called Ashbury's for Bellevue, it's just Ashbury's now. Because Bellevue's been gone since the 80s. But you could pass that station at 80 miles an hour and you've got no engine on, it's just gravity. It's great. I've done it a few times and it's dodgy when you get to Ardwick Station once you've passed Asbury's. Ardwick's about half a mile down the line, that's it. But there's a really, really tight bend there, and I mean really tight. It's almost a square corner. It's that tight, but you fly through it. And it's good fun. It is good fun. I keep going to see how fast I can do it and without derailing. I failed every attempt so far. I'm either 1 mile or 2 miles over the limit before it derails, depending on the type of train. This one, which is in the bog, that'll go round that corner at 60 miles an hour. It's the only one that stays on the track at that speed. But I've got loads of trains and I just keep trying them one after the other. I don't keep records on it, it's like it's a mental note, Anyway, we're doing well. 33 miles an hour, 53 miles to get there. We're still going downhill. We'll be approaching Carlisle shortly. If you were driving in a car this speed, you'd be going 2 miles a minute. But of course you can't because it's illegal to drive at this speed in a car. But even at 60 miles an hour, you're still doing a mile a minute. And everybody drives at that speed these days. It just tells you how fast it is, they're running a mile a minute. That means when Roger Bannister did his mile in 4 minutes, he was running at 15 miles an hour. Weird, isn't it, eh? He's really running at that speed. Still, all that's off to it. I can't imagine you running at 15 miles an hour. be a very strange sight. It really would. Really well, we're doing really well now. Considering I've not even got the engine on, it's just coasting. It's been coasting for the last 21 miles. Sorry about my car. I know I keep apologising. People say to me, oh, you shouldn't, but you know, I feel it's manners not to. I hate this COPD, it's very interruptive. Not a nice thing at all. I used to smoke this thing, it's not good. It's something I regretted doing in life, and now I'm paying for it. It is what it is. That's a saying of mine, actually. If you hear me say it a lot, don't worry about it, it's just something I say. A bit more power, go back up to the 130. Downforce. Yeah, we're not far now. Let's down forth. That's Morecambe turn off. The next station is Lancaster. The change here from Morecambe. Morecambe's another nice town. It's just over there on the bay, Morecambe. I don't know if you can see it on the just across there, there's a nice caravan site there, look. That's Morecambe Bay. Excuse me. Yeah, Morecambe Bay. In the Morecambe, it's really, it used to be a really nice town, but it's gone down a lot, unfortunately. I think it's the same with everywhere now, since people started going abroad. You know, it doesn't help. This is the turn off from Morecambe anyway. I've been to Morecambe recently, it's not too bad. It's not as good as it used to be, but it's not too bad. There's no funfair there anymore. It's expensive though. It's not Morecambe, it's expensive. I think that's everywhere now, isn't it? You know, it's just what it is. And it's just the way the economy is. It's a shame. It should really, by law, be, you know, it should really be a lot cheaper than it is to live. I think prices are ridiculous. I do. throw money at it and it'll come down and the economy will grow. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. There's Lancaster Castle. Lancaster Castle is also a prison. This is Lancaster Station. And that's the church there, the cathedral next to it. There's also another place in Lancaster which I actually like and I think should be in this game really. It's a place called LL Grange and it's a Christian Science Centre. It's also a Grade 2 listed building and I really think it should be in the game, but it's not been marked at all. It's part of Lancaster University. It is now. I went there once for a friend's engagement and it's a beautiful building. It really is a beautiful building. And if you do this the other item, who am I to tell them what's good in the game? You know. I think we made a mistake missing it out. I do. Been there a long, long time now, I'll be honest. I'm approaching Preston now, I'm just 19 miles out. Well, 18 now, it's down to 80. As quick as I can. Hopefully I'll do it under the hour. I've got 5 minutes. Whether I do it or not, it doesn't matter. We'll see, eh? In Preston, I don't know if any of you know this, but in Preston there's a section underneath the platform which is Victorian. And if you go in the subway, if you go down the ramp, you go in the other subway. If you go in the lift, you go through the Victorian subway. But I recommend if you do the old nose, it's not the nicest smelling place because since it's been built in all those years, it's been used as a toilet. And some days it can really smell bad, but other days, just lately they've been trying to clean it up and it's not been too bad. But yeah, you know, it has its moments where you have to hold your nose. Other than that, it's alright. It's nice and cool down there if it's a hot day. But it's just, you know, you take it as it is. If you want to see the old Victorian brickwork, you go down in the lift. And all the walls down there are all crumbling because they're all handmade bricks. You know, the handmade bricks. But it's really nice. When there's no smell, it's quite nice and cool down there. And the way it's made and created, it's a work of art. Literally, it's an architectural genius has done that. Because in them days you didn't really have cement, so these bricks are just stacked together, you know, on top of each other, and they hold up really well. Well, they must do, they've been there a couple of 100 years. You know, you're talking Queen Victoria range, which is it's a long time. I mean, I'm not knocking Preston. Preston's a fantastic station. But if you ever go down in the lift and you go through those tunnels, that's something to see, something to look at, you know. Examine the brickwork. It has been grouted, you know, in recent years. Well, when I say recent years, before I was born, it has been grouted, but it's not been touched since. But I like it down there, it's not too bad. You know, for Victorian architecture, it's something to admire. Highly recommended. You visit Preston Station, take my word for it and go and have a walk through. I think you'll be surprised. just approaching the hour. That's not bad from Carlisle, is it? And even then we were at Kingswood Yard. 11 miles to go, so I'm reckoning on about an hour and 8 minutes. Might even give you a little walk around Preston Station. I know a few things about Preston Station. I used to live in Preston at one. I lived in a place called Penwitham, or Lower Penwitham. Not part of town actually. It's alright, nice. Not too far from Avon and Park. Used to take my dog for walks along there. It's been years and years and years and years since I lived there. I'm talking 77, 76. Been a long time. Right, we're approaching Preston now. No point speeding up because we're almost there. Seven miles away. Be able to see Preston Cathedral very shortly. Lovely church, Preston Cathedral. Just give it a little boost to get it in there a bit quicker. Still got 5 miles to go yet, so and we're just over the hour. I did say it'd be about an hour and 8 minutes. And we're approaching now anyway. I'll show you a few things around Preston. Preston Station. You can't actually get out of the station, but you can get as far as Fishergate. If you ever go to Preston, Preston's a lovely shopping town. It's a really nice shopping town. Highly recommend the jacket potatoes. Yeah, in the square. It's called the Spud Brothers. Right, coming to Preston now. Brakes on because we've got like 9 sets of points. if not more. Miles. You can probably see that yourself. Now see the big church in front of us? That's the cathedral, Preston Cathedral. It's a marble church. You see the spire? The spire's made of railway sleepers, believe it or not. Back in the cab now. But I'll just sit on the side rather than the top because just want to make sure the points are all the right way before I go in. So look at the old church that, you know. It's a lovely church, it really is. Building. I'm very much into architecture. Maybe you can tell me. Right, we're here now. Look at that, 106. What did I tell you? The P on the lights, so the P is for post. And we're going to park up on the post, the postal platform. It's right opposite platform 1, which is where the normal train goes from go to Blackpool North. I'll tell you about these platforms in a minute anyway. I'll give you a quick tour of Preston Station. I don't live in Preston anymore, but I don't know a fair few things about it. Right, we shall leave the train there. Okay, Preston Station. This is platform 1. This is where you get the train going to Blackpool North. And if you go into Manchester Airport, you get it on this platform. Right, this is platform 3. Platform 3 goes to Glasgow from London. using the Avanti. If you want to go to London, you go through here to platform 4. Platform 5 and 6 are used for various things, and platform 7, they call this the freight platform, but this platform also houses any steam trains that come in. The last time I saw a steam train come into Preston, it was the Union of South Africa, which is a green steam train, engine number 6009 or 60,009. It's 60009 anyway. Lovely engine, beautiful steam train. Yeah, so this is Preston. They have this pretty nice snack bar there, you know. A bit pricey, but you know, you get what you get, don't you? And then if you go up here, this is the road up to Fishergate. Now Fishergate is the main shopping town in Preston, this main shopping street. You can't see it from here, but if you get out on the road there and you turn right and you go along there, they have a massive shopping area. It's really good. I haven't been to Preston for a while, but there are some really good shops up there actually. It can be a bit pricey, you know, don't get me wrong. And you know, I don't want to give you misinformation, but it's quite nice. It is. It's pretty nice. Right, I'm going to call it there. We're on an hour and 11 minutes. So that's my day done. I'm now going to delete this train. I don't have to worry about it, and then I'm going to turn off. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. It's a shame it's not live. It'd be lovely to have your company, but there you go. Yeah, this is the postal section. There was a little area over here. If you were walking around the station looking for collectibles, there's a little thing over here in that corner. See that corner there where the cursor is? There used to be a hole in the floor there, and if you walk along there, it used to suck you in and put you under the map. I think they fixed it, but I'm not sure. So don't go trying it because it'll break your Xbox. It won't break it completely. It'll just send your eyes potty and crash your game. But anyway, right. It's nice to have had your company. There's one of the Kendall Mint Cake collectibles. So if you ever had that stuff, it's nice. It is. It's all sugar and can't have it, I'm diabetic. But never mind. Anyway, right. Take care. It's lovely to have your company. I'll be back with another one pretty soon. It won't be too long. I'm Lord Keith. Take care. Look after yourselves. Bye for now.